Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast. We usually do a little silly intro, but it doesn't seem very fitting this week because we do start off with the sad news of the passing of Lionheart, current ICW World Champion, been with the wrestling business since at least the 1PW days. So it feels like he's been around forever.
Yeah, right. It was 2002 when he's made his debut. I think I read that somewhere. Only 36. I was, hit you like a train last night when you flicked on Twitter and you saw that statement from ICW.
Yeah.
Awful.
Did you ever meet him?
Met him very briefly at one of the after-show parties to Fear and Loathing. It was Chris Toll, who was a little get, as he described himself, because he went, "Here, Lionheart, you had the ultimate botchamania moment, didn't you?" And I was like, "What you talking about?" And he went, "When AJ Styles broke your neck." And I went, "Oh, Christ, he's in punching distance of me. He's not going to love that." And he went, and I went, "Look, I didn't say that, And he went, "It's all right."
Oh.
So I was like, "Oh, thank God." Because he wasn't a guy that would like follow me on Twitter or message me or anything like that, but he seemed all right with me, which is amazing considering. But yeah, Lionheart, I think he's most associated with ICW. And it's weird because when they tour, he wouldn't always get like a great reaction everywhere else. But in Glasgow for the Fight Club, he'd always get like either people loving him or hating him. And one of the best moments that ever happened to him was the Joe Hendry "Lionheart is a funny" song, which is still the one associating with him the most. And, you know, even this year, last year, he was having probably the feud of his career with Jackie Polo. So, you know, had the Shug's House Party match, then he had the main event at the Hydra. So, you know.
Yeah, he always just seemed to be a constant to me, and like
Right.
you know what I mean. Like, and he's one of those ones who bridged the gap between before the boom period. He's one of the ones who was a big star and managed to survive that and help the industry through, like Rampage and them. And yeah, it's just absolutely shocking. But from what I've learned more about him, because I didn't know him personally at all, from seeing everyone's tweets and that, everyone just seemed to love him. Like, I didn't realize he had such an effect on so many people. But like, and not just the ICW lot. Like, I mean, the UK wrestling scene's comparatively quite small compared to other scenes around the world. But like, loads of people came out and said stuff. Like, even like Barrett, Page, like loads of people. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just been around forever. He's just one of those guys. So, and like I said, one of the best things about ICW is you go there, and you know, if you don't like him, great, you get to heckle the hell out of him, and they're like, "Yeah, gimme." So, and he was, you know, sharp on the mic. His ring work got better and better. Except those polo matches were sweet. Yeah.
Shocker.
Sad way to start off the podcast.
It is a sad way to start the
guy.
guy, but we can't. I think it's better to start off with this rather than be like, "Ha ha ha, diddler," and then you know, and sad news. I mean, sorry for people expecting the usual guffaw and haha, but now got that out the way. You know, Ross, how you doing?
Full of hay fever, Maffew. Haven't slept for 2 days. Pollen count is dangerously high. It's red in Newcastle at the minute. And it's going to be red until Monday. So I'm not going to sleep until Tuesday. I'm just on the brink of sneezing all the time. I've got a ticklish nose. I'm just going like all the time, and that's it. That's my life at the minute. It's just a miserable state of affairs, really.
How long do you get it for?
Normally it's like the first month or so of summer, then it just sort of like acclimatizes and then it dies down. But it's bad at the minute.
And you suffer from that as well.
Yeah.
Jack the Jobber.
Hello. This year's been. I can feel it at the minute, and I've been sneezing and stuff. It's bad for me in the morning and at night, but I'm all right. It's not been as bad as other years for some reason. I don't know how, but it's still annoying. Still very annoying.
Right.
Being allergic to the sun. It's just being allergic to summer time. It's just crap. But I get like Ross. I only get it for about 3 weeks or so, about a month. In June. It's always in June, and then it sort of stops.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm good.
Right, great.
Hay fever's one of the few things I don't suffer from. So I'm almost like, oh, really? You got it? Like, that's one thing I've got going for me.
I used to love it at school though, because you used to get you just leave the classroom for hours at a time and just sit at the sink with towels on your eyes. It's just like first and middle school. This like the early days. Oh, my eyes are itchy. Oh, go on then.
I was going to
you
say,
used to have
like,
the prefect take you to the toilet and sit there with you just with cold paper towels in your eyes for hours. Just sit there listening to the radio and stuff. It was fantastic.
So is this before or after? Right. I hope you've all prepared your notes for the test we have today. Oh, hay fever in October. And also, Jack, I hope me and you are all right because
Yeah, man,
there's a lot of
Twitter
comments last week about how we were
Bloody
acting.
Nora.
I honestly wasn't trying to wind you up for a change, but
That's all
I
right.
guess I'm very deadpan, so people don't know when I am and aren't. You were talking, and I was just trying to go like,
It's
okay,
all right,
cool.
everyone. Should we do
I'm listening to you by making these noises, but you must have thought, here comes Maffew. saying his little
No,
things
because should we do like the end of an era where Triple H and Taker were like, yeah, it's all right in the end, it's fine.
until the Saudis come on. But
Do the Graham Souness, Lee Bowyer, Kieran Dyer handshake.
Oh yeah.
He's got a pose there with a handshake. Faces like slapped asses
Oh
all
my
around.
god, that was Boyer's
Just
fault.
so you all know, they've all both been fined £5,000 apiece for their conduct on the podcast and warned about their future on this illustrious podcast.
we should have both left, like, and let you to deal with it.
How could Souness have a go at that? Do you remember when he was Galatasaray manager?
Yeah.
Planted a flag in the
Nearly
middle of the pitch.
Oh, that
One
was
of the
nearly
most-
an international incident.
One of
Right.
the most intense derbies in world football.
Like
Graham
the flags
Souness
at
is
Iwo
there.
Jima, just Graham Souness on the flag.
And he was a thug on the pitch himself, the arsehole. How would you ever
Yeah.
go two people fight when he would kick people in the nads?
Shocking that.
Hey.
Unlike good people like Alan Shearer that one time. Didn't even get
What
carded.
one? Neil Lennon headbutted his foot.
That's right. That is right. Yes. Why did Neil Brennan do that? That's such a curious.
Brennan.
Bishop Brennan.
Bishop Brennan.
Bishop
Kicked
Brennan.
him up the
That's
arse.
right. He had a bet going
Kicked him
on.
up the arse.
Shearer, innocent. In the news, John Moxley missing the G1 show in Dallas due to AEW. Not as I previously thought, having a quick flick through, that would be due to some sort of WWE no compete clause because he's already competing. But yeah, they said we don't want him on the American shows, I believe.
This one's in Dallas, and if it's going to be in America and it's New Japan, AEW don't want that conflict, which hints that a working relationship is nowhere near to be happening at the time of now.
We can exclusively speculate here on this podcast.
There was a bit of a to and fro on Reddit. Some people were going like, AEW being dicks, just let him work the show and stuff. And then a lot of people were going, whoa, hang on. So what's happened here is New Japan have gone, can we use Moxley in that? And I think they signed Moxley first, but they're like, can we use, Moxley, Jericho and all this sort of stuff? And they were like, yeah, go for it. Can we use something? No, you can't. So I think AEW are just being fair. It's just business like. But it's disappointing because it would have been great to have him on the show, but it's not his block. It's only A block, and he's in the B block. So it's not like he's missing a tournament match or anything.
Right.
That show still looks pretty good. Carter and Tanahashi.
Right. Someone, I think it was Bix, who was speculating, goes, wait, they've only just announced this? Isn't it 3 weeks away?
Straight, but you always knew that like night one's going to be pretty big. But yes, still. I mean, Okada Tanahashi, don't know how good it's going to be because Tanahashi's pretty banged up.
Well, seeing him do the Big Show Final Cut thing at Dominion was a bit depressing.
But then Kenda and Ibushi, that's going to be huge. It's not even the main event.
Yeah. Scarlett Bordeaux, released by Impact Wrestling. Scarlett Bordeaux, very happy about that because she was wanting it.
Yeah.
I believe it was it her or was...
Do you see the interview that Killer Cross did where he revealed that she's having to work a 9 to 5
That was the
job
one, yeah.
to pay for her wrestling habit?
What a way to
This
put it.
internationally travelling professional wrestler still has to work a 9 to 5 job. That sounds backwards, doesn't it?
Yeah, there was...
For how prominently she was used as well in Impact.
There was somebody about 10 years ago for Impact that had that as well.
It was a woman as well, wasn't it?
She worked at like a glasses
Oh,
shop.
God, who was it? Oh, man.
Nah, that
Was it
name
one
is
of the-
not going to come.
Was it one of the beautiful people? Was it
No,
like Angelina
no.
Love or someone? No.
It wasn't one of them. It was...
Karen Angle.
No. Dixie Carter. Oh, he was.
Yeah, just keep on, just name all the rest. Yeah, sure. But anyway, yeah, it was. She's
I
not the
remember
first
this
one.
story.
And it's weird because that's why when people like Ethan Page were like, I've signed an exclusive Impact Wrestling contract. You're like, oh God, I'm so sorry. Do you want your GoFundMe sorting out now or tomorrow? But yeah, if they're not paying people, then...
Yeah.
Well, good for her. She wanted out. She got out.
And she's in demand in AA.
Say that again.
Triple A, I should say that. She's in demand in Triple A and in the crowd.
Yeah. And so's Phoenix.
Yeah.
That was
Some woman just came and just slapped him right on the arse, yeah.
And then that match for only like half a second before they cut away. I forget which one it was. Just some guys
Yeah.
threw a punch.
Hope that Aerostar's all right because he jumped off a lighting rig and nearly broke his neck. That was terrifying. A stupid bump.
That was on night 2.
Right.
He did the crossbody. Night 1, was it Aerostar? I hope it was. I wasn't checking. I don't think I saw the bump. He does the Kofi Kingston trust bump off
Right.
one of those scaffolding.
No, that's what I think that's what I was talking about.
No, the
He did-
Kofi goes off backwards.
Oh, I saw him go down.
Yeah.
I saw him go forwards off the
Yeah,
scaffold.
that was on night 2. On night 1,
He did two off the
he did the
scaffold.
back bump. He just went like that,
Oh my
like
God.
amazing. Don't do that.
Phoenix also did another one of his dives into the crowd and just kicked some kid in the head.
I think he saw what they did to Scarlett Bordeaux. Was like, I saw you.
No, it was like a little.
She-Ra!
It was a little boy. I love Phoenix. I think he's absolutely amazing. But stop doing that. Do you remember when he nearly took out one of like the founders of AAA's widows or something in the crowd? Oh my god.
That was on the Vampiro show, wasn't it?
That was on that. That's coming up again this year. Are you excited for Triple Mania? I think it's in August. Or something.
Surely he's not
Vampiro-
getting us back, is he? After that?
Who, Vampiro?
He's well involved with AAA, I think. I think he might be one of like backstage.
Vampiro, who was announced that he's had Parkinson's, and not for the first time, is also saying, "Yeah, we'll return to the ring." So people possibly speculating that he may not be telling the truth. Revival reportedly turned down a WWE contract offer.
Well, got to clear this up a little bit.
Oh,
Because it was reported everywhere that Sean Ross Sapp had said on his post-SmackDown wrap-up podcast thing that the Revival had turned down a contract. But then Sean Ross Sapp came out once it had already been reported and clarified. I said they haven't accepted a... It's slightly different. It sounded at first like they'd been offered a contract and turned it down. Now Sean Ross Sapp's saying, actually, I said that they haven't signed a new contract yet.
right. So the Revival have left WWE on red.
Yes, basically.
Okay. That's fine, and who can blame them?
Yeah.
Well, they're up the card now. They're friends with Shane McMahon. They're main eventers.
Yeah. The rest of the Raw Tag Team Division is here, and they're here. Tony Khan reveals AEW's initial plans for the Tag Team Division. Well, I hope it's better than that frigging match graphic they revealed.
What was that?
It's a three-way, isn't it? The Best Friends versus...
So uncensored.
Yeah, SCU and Private Party.
Yes.
And the graphic was like, the winner gets to go to All Out for the possibility
of getting
the first round by the tag team tournament. Like,
so I'm
what?
assuming... I'll try and... I'm assuming,
You have to win 2 matches to get a chance to win one. Oh, well.
So I'm assuming at Fight for the Fallen, there'll be another 3-team tag team match. And the winner of that will face the winner of this one to get a bye once TV starts into
Which
the
does
second
make
round
sense.
of the tournament.
But God, you're not used to seeing that much text. It's like an essay on the thing.
Yeah,
so.
but what about the teams that aren't involved in these 2 matches? They're going to have to win the same amount of matches to get as far in the tournament. aren't
God, you're right. Tony Khan says tough. Fair enough. Wise words there. For
But when they get to TV, the main focus is going to be tag team wrestling and a big old bloody tournament.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm excited. I've got a strange sort of feeling about AEW in that are you getting this as well? Where when it was when that women's match got announced, so it was Riho, the one I like, the one you like,
Yuka
Jeannie.
Sakazaki.
Yeah, Sakazaki. And was it Nyla Rose as well? They're in a triple threat. And I started to think, I can't wait to see Riho and Sakazaki because, I'm not too familiar with, and I'm just getting excited to see these people that I don't know do something else. It's like the sequel. I'm like, what's going to happen next? It's really fresh feeling. Love it. Yeah, I'm
They're
excited.
joined up in a sequence and
Yes. Yeah.
they logically go from one step to the next. It's
So
amazing,
weird.
isn't it?
Yeah.
That'd be ridiculous. It'll never work. WWE working on a Netflix movie called The Main Event. What the hell is this? A Netflix movie called The Main Event. Kofi, Miz, and Sheamus, remember him, to star in it. What?
Yeah.
Is this real?
Yeah. It's
Right.
filming finishes August the 31st, I think it is. I think it's in British. I wrote this story last week. British Columbia, I think it's taking place in.
Is
It's
Vancouver
about
in
the-
British Columbia?
I think so.
Because they put out a casting call in the Vancouver area.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what
Okay.
makes it all adds together. It was about this. I read the synopsis. There was a brief synopsis. It was about some kid who's getting bullied or something, and then I don't know. Let's just make it up, shall we?
Eat
Kofi
cereal.
Kingston.
No, he eats
And he presses a
cereal.
button and he turns into Sheamus.
It's like the film like Mike, where there's
Never
a little
seen it.
right. There's a little kid who finds Michael Jordan's basketball shoes, puts them on, and suddenly he's as good as Michael Jordan.
So he's going to find Kofi Kingston's boots.
No, he eats cereal and it gives him super strength and that. So WWE are going to be releasing a lovely cereal in the future.
So WWE are saying,
you remember
in
the
order to beat people up, you should take some substances to get big.
Take vitamins.
Yes.
Say your prayers, brother.
IcoPro.
Brother Jack.
Shane
Gives you
McMahon
the
does
boost.
that. Do you remember when they initially released Bootios and everyone thought, oh, there's a cereal coming? And then
Yeah.
they released the box, which was just had a T-shirt in it.
Yeah.
Did you get the lunchbox?
I know it was like a cereal box. I've got it at home.
Who's got the lunchbox?
Sam, I think.
Oh, right. What did that have in it?
Lunch?
Whatever you like. But yeah, apparently they said something like, it's really hard to set up a cereal because you have to pass these weird things about making sure it's edible and safe for
They
kids.
should just get that Simpsons one from back in the day with little marshmallow pieces. I'm sure it's known as something else, but I remember it as the Simpsons stuff. Circa 2K2, 2K3.
No, what they want to do is the spaghetti shapes. Just come out down in that.
For a cereal.
Hey, who wants some spaghetti? You just
What was the Michael Owen cereal?
I've got no idea.
Was it literally called Golden Balls? Was that Beckham's cereal? Oh no, they were a different thing. What was the Michael Owen cereal?
Michael Owen cereal would literally just be bran flicks.
No
milk.
Wait,
no milk.
It's some free headphones when he comes on commentary.
Have you seen that video of him in his helicopter when it came out a few years ago?
Yes.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Michael Owen in the helicopter, just go and watch it because we can't show it. It's a shame.
I'm just searching Michael Owen cereal right now.
God, we went, 10 minutes before mentioning stupid British stuff.
Oh, we already mentioned Shearer and Bowyer and Dyer. And
what? Those Shearer and stupid British stuff will never be associated with the same thing. Important
Bowyer
British
will
stuff.
be. Michael Owen cereal.
God,
Sporties.
Do you remember that program he had on CBBC?
Sporties. What's that?
When he was a poster on the kid's wall and he would come to life and they were playing football.
Oh, yeah.
What was it called? I used to love that program, me. The theme tune was amazing.
Oh, it was just shredded wheat.
What was he? He played himself.
He
then,
played
or
himself
what?
in it, yeah. He was inspiring this kid.
Michael. Oh no, I'm stuck on algebra. Michael Owens.
Remember that?
They're
England,
gonna do.
remember that England shirt, early 2000s, one red stripe.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic!
2002, wasn't it?
Amazing.
God. AEW All Out tickets sell out in 15 minutes.
Apparently they could have sold. I've forgotten the number completely, but over 100,000 they could have had sold if they wanted to.
What? What do you mean?
Because now you have to wait in a queue. There's like over
Yeah, but
100.
that doesn't necessarily mean there's all those people can be. No.
People just
But
ring
some
up-
people will be buying more than one.
people just ring up for the crack.
Like some people might be buying 3 or 4 tickets.
I think it's one of those numbers. Not calling you out, but I think it's one of those numbers that's like that number doesn't necessarily mean that 100,000
No.
people.
It's in that. No, Brandy says it in the thing. Like we could have sold this. I forgot what the number was.
Yeah, but then
I feel like it's still impressive.
You know the road to the.
that
Fighter
can't be
Fest?
right though.
When we nipped in the queue to have a look when they went on sale, we were like 80,000th down. We were in a queue behind 80,000 people.
Well, all right, maybe I'm wrong then.
I don't know. I was like, this
Did
is
people
crazy.
ring up those numbers when tickets come out just for the crack? Like,
I don't know.
why would anybody ring up if they weren't going to buy a ticket?
I don't know. Why would I want to watch a wrestling podcast, not watch Raw?
I reckon it is a little bit sort of dubious on him, but regardless, I think the figure's probably somewhere ridiculously high. Even if it's not 100,000, I think it's still impressive.
Okay.
I think.
Well, wait and see whether they move on to bigger arenas than these small, poxy 10,000 seat arenas they're doing. Yeesh. Also, in news that we can't ignore, Dana Warrior, aka the Ultimate Warrior's wifey. And again, if she'd come out and she'd said, "Look, I stand with Pride," yeah, it's like, all right, fine, you know, her views don't necessarily reflect her husband's. Okay, fine. When she's literally dressed as the guy who said queering doesn't make the world work and talked about in his vlogs about how gay marriage is going to cause the apocalypse, it is kind of, what's the word I'm looking for, but can't say in this podcast.
Yeah.
Pooey.
Yeah, it is.
There we go.
Nobody changed his standpoint before he died.
Oh, he's done a J.K. Rowling, hasn't he? No, look, guys, when it mattered, he didn't do anything. But now he's deed. We'll just put. What's that? What's that you said? What's that? Warrior. Oh, I love the kid. There you go. There you go.
Making my likeness the Ultimate Warrior.
No, he's here. I like Jack the Jobber. Oh my God, all the things. So yeah, just saying.
Somebody didn't say, Dana, you know, pal, you know.
Yeah.
It might be a good idea. A bit tone deaf, some might say. Just don't do it in fancy dress next time.
Right. Or trust him as anybody else. Batman. The Batman. But I think it's also funny, it's like, we're saying all this and yeah, you know, he wasn't down with the gays. But because she's dressed up as him, well, what colours did he have on? Pink, white. He's like one colour away from getting like the achievement point. For the gay points. You see, the entire combo, maximum gayness, Ultimate Warrior. Just saying.
Other news as well. Adam Pacitti told me, was it today or yesterday? I'm all mixed up. He told me recently that WWE put out like one of them surveys being like, where would you like to see WrestleMania held? Like, where would you want to see the future WrestleMania? Like, all one of those ones. London was one of them. But the most interesting part was that apparently 3 of them in a row were Chicago, Jacksonville, and Las Vegas. All AEW like towns. AEW towns. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, though? Like all
The territory.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait for them to be towns again. Where, are we in an AEW town or a WWE town? What's Newcastle?
Tune.
North. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
right. Oh, I see. Sorry.
I don't know.
Clear on the ball there.
No, I just thought of it.
Yeah, and NCL News,
Oh, yes.
which I mentioned because, they
It's
pay
our,
me.
it's our local indie.
Our local indie in the territory.
I love Yellow Me.
Rory Coyle
He's lost.
lost his title.
He lost his title.
After being joint Defiant World Champion and NCL Champion at the same time, which is, I think, the Newcastle version of holding the Triple Crown.
He nearly got it. He nearly got MEW's belt as well, but he didn't quite. That would have been the Newcastle
I
Triple
hate
Crown.
MEW forever for doing that. But yeah,
I think because the venue's really hot. God. Anyway, sorry.
spoil them. Yeah, it was a good show.
I didn't
See, I
go.
wouldn't say that. Weirdly enough, Ho Ho Lun versus Robbie X ended up being very good. But
Was
it was
Ho Ho
probably
Lun-
like the worst match of the night because the rest of the show was so good.
Was Ho Ho Lun
So,
good? Because I know Robbie X is good.
Robbie X was good.
Was Ho Ho Lun good?
Ho Ho Lun was exactly what you get from Ho Ho Lun.
I don't know what that is.
It was Ho Ho Lun.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I did have the balls to ask him to do an intro.
The new champ is Spike Trevay.
That's right.
The simple
Big
genius of having a Tory heel champion in Newcastle. It just simple as works.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Him and No Fun.
Yeah.
What are they called?
The
Anti-Fun Police.
The Anti-Fun Police, yeah.
Like at every show I go to, and I forgot their name. Yes, the Anti-Fun Police. And that wasn't very exciting. So, Ross, any news that you want to bring to the table?
No, I haven't got anything.
Awesome. Let's end it there.
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame.
And everyone's favourite segment, the Hall of Fame.
Here we go.
All right.
Yeah.
In descending order, it's last place first. Richard Hillman from Coronation Street with 38. I'm surprised at that. I thought that was the surefire winner.
75 people have told me the song that was playing when he drove that car to the
What was
river,
it?
and I've forgotten.
Oh, no.
I think it's You and Me, oh, by the one of who? The one, the
You
one.
and me, always.
Who's that by?
Super Grand? No, not Super, Super Tramp.
The
No.
one of the one.
I'm going to find out.
Got a long name.
I'm going to...
That's what the song was, though.
While you're doing that, I'm still insist it was awesome. Is his name? Super
I think it's Supergrass or Tramp, whichever one's not the American one.
Cross Trump. Gino DeCampo, 52. And
Oh.
I did go on YouTube and see the highlights of that man, and God, he's funny.
Oh, do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. If my grandmother had wheels, she would be a bike. The Wannadies.
That's it.
I was thinking of the
It's not
song.
quite long, that.
When I said
The
Super
Wanna-D, not Walla.
Wannadies.
Wanna-
I was thinking.
I
of
want to
the-
D ye like
I was thinking of Supergrass. We are young. We are free.
Yeah.
Sorry for clapping, editor. If it's Richard, I didn't mean. Don't cut that.
Teeth,
Nice and clean. It's similar sort of song.
we're your friends.
Yep. See the
sights.
sights.
We're
Feel
all. I thought it was We're Alright.
alright.
Whatever.
Feeling
At 3 in the
Feel
morning, it
alright.
sounds like We're Alright. And the winner. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The winner. And Ross wasn't even ill this week. Session Moth Martina with 73.
Imagine a wrestler winning.
I can't believe it. What's happened?
It's like the old single figure days of the podcast. This episode 3 or whatever.
Yeah, I nominate The Rock because I like his eyebrow. Oh, the good
not
old
quite-
days
That's
of the
not quite how
podcast.
we were.
Triple H because he thinks good. Session Moth Martina, who I think I said, yeah, it's great that this person who had a WWE contract, that's what I'm trying to say, is it? WWE tryout. There we go. Thank you. I'm sorry. WWE tryout will be working CCW Tournament of Death. Well, she definitely had the tryout, but she's not working Tournament of Death anymore.
Oh, she not?
No. I think thanks to this podcast, and because we know that people in WWE watch this podcast, they went, she's doing what? She's no longer on the card. Big Joe from Rise will be, though, so there'll be
Is he?
one reason to watch CCW
No.
in the year 2019.
Big and Joe.
Big and Joe, aye.
Yeah.
They'll have to censor it because the CCW people aren't used to naughty
realised
language.
That I'm now familiar with so many deathmatch wrestlers that I was never previously. Iceman's my favourite person ever now.
Yes.
Yeah. What a fantastic
Most
day that
hardcore
was.
gardener in all of the UK. So, yeah, congratulations to Maffew for winning.
Oh, yeah, well done.
Ross, do you want to go first?
No, you go first because you won. That's how it works,
that's
isn't
not
it?
fair.
I've got one if you haven't got one.
Go ahead.
All right. Because of our argument last week, I'm going to nominate popular video series Botchamania. So that'll be nice.
What?
Yeah. Well, I've explained this before, right? But Botchamania is one of a few things that got me back into wrestling properly, alongside like the Pipe Bomb,
I'm very sorry on behalf of wrestling.
the Game EWR, and OSW Review. So I thought I'd be nice and nominate Botchamania because I do look forward to it. It's genuinely funny, and I love watching mistakes and that.
Thank you.
It's all right. You're hating this, aren't you?
Yes. Drake Maverick, though, put on Instagram his own Send for the Man bit after the thing on Raw when he went, I'm scared of Hornswoggle. He went, I'm not Hornswoggle. Everyone else laughed. They did the...
I'm sure we'll talk about it later, but he's been fantastic this week. Drake
He
Maverick.
has been.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm nominating him for my Hall of Fame pick this week. See how smooth that out. Yeah, Drake Maverick. Since Rockstar Spud, since, again, 1BW, he's been great. He's really hit his groove. He's 205 Live manager. No, he still is, isn't he?
Well, yeah.
Really mad,
he skives a bit, but yeah.
Yeah, and he had a rough start because he was put with Authors of Pain, and he was like, great. Yeah, you know, that was really well together. The little comedy guy and the two big hench. Ooh, that's
He pissed himself?
Yeah, the toilet.
No. When Big Show scared him and he pissed his pants
On the ring apron.
on the apron.
The Survivor Series?
No, didn't he put the robe... No,
Not the robe,
he put the robe down the toilet.
Oh, there was various piss-related antics when I came around that
There
time.
was a lot of piss.
There was.
Look at all that piss.
He pissed on Bobby Roode's
Yeah, there we go.
jacket, and then he pissed himself because
Yes.
Big Show scared him.
Yeah.
And then Enzo was in the crowd going, mine! It was the same match, I think. I think it might have been the same match. It was the
No, it
Survivor
was a tag.
Series.
Oh, yeah, it was a tag match.
Yeah.
Was it?
I remember Cesaro being in the ring when Enzo was
Yeah.
in the background.
And he was with Sheamus at the time.
And the
Sheamus.
Big Show was with the bar, I think.
Oh,
that was
yeah, that
weird.
was weird, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Hey, Big Show's back after a nice retirement, and he's going to make input. Cool. Yeah, and right now 24/7 rules great for him because it gives him all the time to shine with his how funny he is. Existing, he's funny at. Breathing, he's really good at. He's he's been doing that for a long time. That breathing. So I'm very happy to see Drake Maverick.
There's only one thing I want,
He's the
though.
current. Oh wait, we can't really say this because we probably change. Right now, as the time is recording, he's 24/7 champion.
They need to do something at the wedding, though.
Yeah, he's getting married.
He's getting married legit, but they need to do something 24/7 title related at the wedding.
Who's he getting married to? Not Sam.
A woman.
Also, I remember hearing, because apparently Spud's like, or Drake Maverick, I remember listening to a Jim Smallman thing, might be on his podcast, where he's like, if Spud was 6 foot, he'd be world champion. And I was like, is he that good? Like, I can't even remember what he's like in the ring.
Good point, actually.
Yeah.
He was. I mean, he had some crackers with Corey Graves.
But he's just really funny.
EC3?
That's weird to
That
say.
one with the hair on the line?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Bloodbath.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should. I remember the name redacted. No Regrets Rumble. He came out just while I was there next to him. He's like, his music hit, and he's like, the crowd went by. He's like, oh my god, that pop! He made everyone laugh. Seems like he's just a guy that everyone likes.
The pop was.
As you would.
I interviewed him once. He just had a match with Maxwell Hardy, and
that's right. Yeah.
and I said, how was that? And he said, well, he was burying me backstage, didn't shake my hand.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my pick. Ross.
In the spirit of the early podcasts, I'm going to go for The Rock because he's really charismatic and he's got a really good eyebrow.
If The Rock wins,
One really good eyebrow.
Can you do it? I can. I can only do it with the left though.
I've actually tried. I can't see either, so it's fine.
audio listeners, we're all excellent at the eyebrow.
Maybe I'll do the ASMR.
But yeah, he's really charismatic.
Ross delicately raises his right eyebrow.
I can't do
It
it.
looks like you're doing too much effort there. What happens if you do the other one?
I just can't do it. It doesn't work.
That's not a sexy eyebrow, Ross. What about you, Jack? That's a bit
It's
better.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Okay.
We still
Let's
confused.
just do it.
Yeah.
The spirit of the new Dana Brooke, who you seen a new gimmick. It's like, let me see you flex, everyone. Yeah, you up the back. Yeah, everyone at home, let's see your people's eyebrows.
And she
Oh,
waits.
yeah.
And then she waits. Yeah, great. Of course, I can see them. Yeah, that's a good reason to nominate The Rock. I mean, Roger Moore made an entire career out of a spin image sketch where we went, all right, now we need you surprised. Like, one eyebrow. Okay, now aroused, both eyebrows. That's it, Roger. That's it. Sorry, I forgot them. So, that actually was it.
That was
Yeah.
it.
That was the
fair
Hall of Fame. If you'd like to vote for,
Botchamania.
please don't, Drake Maverick, a.k.a. Spud,
Or The Rock.
Head to 3 equally sized titans of the wrestling business. Head to patreon.com/cultaholic and all your dreams will come true.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Raw and SmackDown recap.
Now the Raw and SmackDown recap. We'll start off by saying, because obviously when we're a bunch of lads talking about wrestling, people are like, oh, they hate wrestling, why they watch it? This week was mostly good. So
Both
start that
shows
off.
were good.
Yeah, well, sorry, when I say good, it was better than it has been. So we are positive here when something good happens.
I must say, I was still quite critical of Raw Ungraded, and I got slagged off in the comments section. People were like, Jack, it was actually good. My point was, good compared to last week's Raw, right? But it was, I will admit, and I enjoyed it the least out of us three, there was a marked improvement. And on SmackDown as well.
Yeah, sometimes you're just happy that your bread doesn't have mold on it. Ricochet defeated The Miz, Braun Strowman, Cesaro, and Bobby Lashley. Do you earn the right to challenge US champion Samoa Joe at WWE Stomping Grounds? This was a big bump-filled match.
Fun.
People got to show their highlights.
Good way to start Raw.
Yeah.
Different
Absolutely.
promo from Elias.
Yep.
What's he done, by the way, to get beaten up everybody?
He knows Shane McMahon. That's his punishment.
I was thinking it was a bit more petty. You know how do we get petty sometimes with their burials on air? EC3 comes to mind. That felt a bit like that.
I don't think...
Let's just be hacks and make something up. Watch
Oh,
Elias
yeah,
go
you're right.
backstage,
That's what we could do on the show. He accidentally liked a tweet about AEW.
Oh, my God.
He went, oh, get in, I love SCU.
What did the tweet say?
I don't know. I'm not very good at improv. But I'm sure whatever he said, it was hilarious. And screenshotted out of context. Like everything Sasha Banks does.
Well.
She's back. She tweeted a loop out, did she? Was it a loop?
Well,
It's
we're
like-
literally just making fun of people who do this. Go on.
I'm going to Boston. Blah, 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 blah. She's doing an Animaniacs song.
Do
But only like 5 entries.
It's a great anime song.
you see Cesaro's slam on Strowman? Whoa. Bloody hell.
That was the one part I didn't like about that match was how early Cesaro was eliminated.
Yeah.
That was a bit weird.
Especially after doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, the build to Stomping Grounds has been, whatever. But it was what I thought we were going to get a Ricochet versus Cesaro big blow-off match because they've been trading wins. So it is weird that Ricochet won this after losing so much on Raw. If this is the start of something great, then hallelujah. But the pop for this was like, oh, okay. Because he's nobody right now on the main roster because he's lost so much. So if he wins the title or starts a feud with Samoa Joe, then great. But he's going to need to consistently win as well as.
I hope they give them time because that's the best matchup on the card for me.
Absolutely. I'm not sure if they've had. Oh, they haven't even matched. I don't think I've seen them wrestle
think
before.
of one. Just going back briefly, sorry, to Elias's promo. This is the thing for me that dragged Raw down a little bit, in my opinion, because things didn't make sense and everyone just accepted it. No, listen, I just need to say. Let me just say. So, Elias came out and went, I'm the special guest referee. And then Rollins battered him. And they all went, well, Sami Zayn should be worried because he was also going to be special. They already knew that he was going to forfeit the referee position just because Rollins would beat him up.
See, I thought he just messed up his promo. He left off a line.
Was he going to say, I'm thinking about being...
I think he was meant to say, like, I don't want it anymore. But we never got that. The commentators gave us that info without Elias saying it.
Yeah.
That was a big disconnect.
I get what you're saying, and yeah, it doesn't make much sense, but this is wrestling.
Later on, EC3 was a special guest referee, and he beat him up, and then everyone was like, well, he's going to need to find a new one. Maybe EC3 is going to go, I don't care. I'm hard, I'll still take it.
You are right in a way, but I think
I'm being a bit nitpicky here.
Yeah, I mean, again, you just got to take when it's good. You have to all
right.
And Rollins beating up people and being proactive rather than going, well, I'm going to wait the ring for Brock Lesnar to come out and beat me up. He beat me up. It's good to see him actually beating up people. It's like, good, finally.
The one I didn't like though was Eric Young.
He did nothing wrong.
Eric Young was like, Baron, I'll think about it. Oh no, Seth, I'm not going to take it. Oh, that's all right, Eric. We've been friends for a long time. You won't compromise our friendship. Eric turns around.
Yuck.
What?
I think people... No, he lied to him.
Well, Eric Young?
Yeah.
Who lied to who?
He said, I'll think about it. Oh, I just told him no. That's not the same thing.
No, he said to Rollins, no, I'm not going to take it. He didn't say, I said to Baron.
No, I thought he said... he said Rollins. I told him no.
No, he said, I'm not going to take it.
He said, I'm not going to take it.
He said, I'm not going to take it.
He didn't lie.
But he told... No, he said to go, I'll think about it.
He said that to Baron, and then he got scared by Rollins and went, you know what? I'm not going to do it. And Rollins went,
No,
right.
I thought the dialogue was supposed to be... No. I said no. Everyone's like, oh, did you? Aye. So that was what I was supposed to... I love we're debating this like it's a Game of Thrones scene. But that's what I thought it was.
What's the difference? It's characters doing things on a TV show. It's the same thing. Game of Thrones fan. Why would they be watching this?
Yeah.
There's a crossover.
We weren't with one. Well, no, we were ones that picked Game of Thrones or crap on wrestling. We weren't with one back in the day. I used to want to punch him so hard.
Who was this, Ross?
He was called Michael Potts. He would go.
Oh, you just
he'd
said
like,
it?
why?
I was actually expecting him to
He'd be
say
like,
it.
I don't care. You know, why would you watch that wrestling? And he
point
sat
out-
there going, "Oh, this dragon's amazing."
He came along he moved down to London, got a new job, but he came along to a WCPW show once and bloody loved it. It was the first
dragon on the show.
No, first match was the Swords of Essex against Mustache Mountain, I think. And the Swords of Essex cheated to win, and he was like, it just sucked at him, and he was like, ref, like they cheated away, and I was like, There you go. He's there you go.
He's a lovely fella, by the way, Michael Potts.
He
One of
is.
the nicest blokes I've ever met. But that part of his makeup where he would crap on wrestling, but like Game of Thrones, would do my nutting. They're the same thing, basically.
Yeah. And Eric Young, I think if you hit him once, the chat's all right. Because he hit him 3 times. Eric Young's nobody.
I saw a tweet.
It's like, God.
It's just the screenshot of Eric standing there on his own. So it's like Bob Holly's back.
Oh, my God.
He looks like Bob Holly.
The look that Eric Young has is not a good one.
Former,
Bless him. I mean, we know about good looks here, ladies and
former
gentlemen.
Impact champion, Eric Young. Let's not forget.
Yeah, well, he impacted the chair room, didn't he?
Aye.
Lacey Evans confronted Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch.
Showed a bit of thigh.
What?
She showed a bit of thigh.
Yeah,
She did. Oof. Like
Sassy.
a chicken leg, wasn't
A
it?
sassy southern chicken leg.
My boy Brandon Stroud described her as the Dana Warrior self-insert character on Raw because she's part of creative.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't get it, yeah.
Well, ask Brandon on Facebook then because you got him. Just message him
I
and say
will.
what was that joke about.
Jack reportedly misquoted you
I
on a
didn't
live
misquote him.
podcast.
No.
But what do you mean, Lacey? I know Dana Warrior doesn't get that, but how's...
Lacey's
I
all
get you.
like
You're
you
saying
Republican
Dana
and
Warrior
that.
is...
She's made
Right,
Lacey Evans.
Lacey Evans to
yeah,
be her.
right.
I don't know anything about Dana Warrior, so I hope
Well,
she
I
walks
mean-
around with a big hat backstage. Like, do.
I think it just means because she's like proper like Republican.
I thought it'd be horrible and say because neither of them belong in the wrestling business. But you didn't, Jack, because you're a good person.
Lacey's
Save it for graded
Lacey's
next
a
week.
good if Lacey was round in the 80s, she'd be the queen of glow.
She's around the 80s, she'd be not alive. Viking Raiders defeated Russ and Randy Taylor.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. That was a bit weird because didn't the champs... Oh, by the way, don't try and keep up with the wild card rule. That
That's just gone now. We've got one roster now.
just pretend. Yeah, didn't they show up and go, ha, we're going to take you guys on. Then Viking Raiders showed up. They're very nice, though. They're very willing
The
to
Viking Raiders
oblige.
cut off Daniel Bryan, didn't they?
When?
No, didn't he go, aha, and that, look, you guys, you're so good, then we're going to let these guys take them on.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Why would we even bring that up? It wasn't even that big of a deal. Sorry.
Well, this led
Be
into
positive.
a 24/7 segment
That's right, it did.
because the camera pan across the front row and everyone's going. everyone in the crowd looked way more proactive than usual. I was like, this is a bit odd. They're all going boo and doing like thumbs down for
Were
the
they
Viking
looking around to
Raiders.
see if Baron Corbin wanted to be asked them to be the ref? Like, no. And yeah,
Oh
Archer for
my
Carmelo
God.
spot in the crowd.
Carmella
in
dressed
disguise.
As a scouser.
Just a Charlie Chap.
She's
was
Harry
good.
Enfield.
Yeah, right. Exactly right. Yeah, and then big brawl. Then one thing, because of the 24/7 rule and because of the segments where Ron's backstage looking for refs, they had a lot of people on the show.
Yeah.
It was almost like it was the end of series finale. And I want to get everybody that had ever appeared. Like Shelton Benjamin was on. Oh, it was on SmackDown.
Oh, like when Badger and Skinny Pete come back in the finale of Breaking Bad. Loved that.
Yeah.
So good.
It's like, was one guy. Oh, hello, guy from season 3. That's it.
But again, though, they didn't show what happened in the ring, which pissed me off.
because you have to go on YouTube.
Them
know.
YouTube
You have to-
hits.
Why would you?
Ah.
Raw is building up to YouTube, and if they have enough time left over, Stomping Grounds.
But again, last night, we're sat here on a Thursday, so Wednesday night I looked at the highlights numbers for the YouTube clips on Raw. There was night and day with like the main bits and then the 24/7.
It's magic.
It's unbelievable.
I'm buzzing for
Yeah.
them.
And it is weird though because you'd think that, okay, great, we'll turn this into something on screen, but they can't really advertise it for Stomping Ground because they can't be a 24/7 match because it's happening now.
Yeah.
So what a weird situation, but hopefully those YouTube algorithms are working well for them. If not, it was a complete waste of time. The New Day defeated Baron Corbin, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Why was this 2 out of 3 falls?
I don't know, Jack.
Okay.
But
So we all
why
know
not?
Sammy's a loser.
I think it's so everyone get equal wins over each other. So Baron Corbin gets something before Owens and Zayn turn on him because
But
he's Baron
they
Corbin.
announced Owens and Zayn against Big E and Xavier just before this match.
Yeah.
So to hype that match, they put on a way better match
Yes, they did.
and a way more interesting match than that match is probably going to be.
Yeah,
It'll still be a great match, but
I
you know
think-
what I mean.
yeah, because they know people who watch this Raw probably won't be watching Stomping Grounds, so it makes sense. The Usos defeated Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, and actually the build to this was good because backstage, Carl Anderson showed up dressed as the Doctors. And I
Again,
went,
though.
oh no, not this again. And then AJ Styles went, what are you doing? Oh yeah, you're the guys that used to have respect around here. Used to be the good. Used to be team.
They're getting
club.
a big bloody push. This is the start. They're going to lose a few more matches, and then they're going to start winning.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
see, I was excited to think, good, you know what? Regardless of the Botch Club stuff, I'm like, yeah, okay, if they have a tag team that goes, yeah, we know we're a
I
joke.
don't think that was their call.
There's no heat here between me and the Bullet Club.
But I guess it's not like, I know the comments are going to be like, just because they ripped you off.
Oh,
I'm like,
right.
Yeah. ripped me off all the way to the bank. And, everyone in the Raw and tag team division's a bit of a loser right now. For a tag team to go, yeah, you're right. We do suck. Let's get our respect back. I'm like, oh, good. There we go. There's some momentum. That's why the show was good. There was a lot of momentum and forward building going. And then they went out and lost the Usos. I'm like, you were this close.
But I think it's the start of a bigger narrative where they're just going to lose a few more matches and Styles is going to slap them. And they're going to go, ah! And they're going to win a match.
I just think it's a build to that match with Triple H, and then nothing's going to happen after it.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that match. What is it? It's the club.
Oh, Jack, why do you bring that
Sorry.
up? You're right, aren't
Was
you?
it the club Triple H and Samoa Joe against Styles?
No.
No, Styles is in the club.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Triple H is in the club.
Oh, yeah.
Triple H, the
in
club,
the
and
club.
Styles against
Wow,
like
wow, wow.
an assortment of like Joe Lashley, Corbin, like one of those ones.
It's in the club.
Oh, yeah.
Roman Reigns brawled with Shane McMahon, Drew McIntyre, Revival. Yeah. So in the build-up to Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre, so it's all the heat of a candle, Roman Reigns just beat up Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
And then beat up Shane McMahon for a bit, which was good to see. But
It was
I
a
said
good
just-
Finally
segment,
get his
that, though.
comeuppance, yeah.
yeah, I was going to say, I was saying it jokingly, but yeah, they're showing this, like, because no one's going to watch Stomping Grounds. So we've got Reigns beating up Shane McMahon now.
He did a funny run, did Shane?
I like that
Scuttling
bit.
along the wall, yeah.
Roman came around the crowd. That was good. But right, Roman took care of Drew really easily. But the bit that I think you might have enjoyed the most
Oh, here we
in
go.
the pre-bit, the little bit before the beatdown, was when Heath Slater came in and asked for a raise, but you couldn't hear his mic or whatever. You couldn't hear him. And then obviously someone in Michael Cole's ear was like, fill in right now. And he started to fill in just as the audio came back. So he's like, can I have a raise? But we're here backstage. And I was like, oh, Michael, what are you doing?
ASMR Michael.
Heath Slater just succulently walked into the room, dripping of sweat, even though he's not been in the ring for months.
Was Drew... I like the three-man band reference when Drew's like, we go way back.
This bit felt like a bad film, but it's always bad because it's like the bit in the Steven Seagal film where it's like, how do we prove that this bad guy is even badder? Can I have a raise? No. And then to make sure you go beat him up just to show that I am an evil man. Okay.
It was an emotional segment, though, because that was like the death of the actual death of three-man band. Like, there was still
Yeah.
lingering hopes, wasn't there? You know, from my perspective, at least. I
They've
might
never
be
really
alone.
broken apart.
Yeah, but now they have. That was the final nail in the coffin.
But you think
Jinder should
Slater,
just go, leave him alone, man. Stop it.
Slater runs back looking for Drake Maverick, sees them, does nothing, and carries on running. Do you think Slater will interfere in the Reigns versus McIntyre match?
I'd
We'll
love
get
it.
The two-man band.
I love it
You might
so
be a
much.
special. Oh, no. What am I saying? That's a different
Oh,
match
no,
altogether.
wait, that's a great... Oh, yeah, right, yeah. Because he was a ref. Yeah, right. Women's Tag Team Champions, the Iconics, defended them. Breaking news. Again, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
So,
I don't know.
Can't think of anything to talk about.
well, now, it was all right, wasn't it? Because the finish came when Bailey and Alexa got into it on the
Yes.
outside. And I think it was I got a bit confused because I think the camera was cutting a lot or something. But basically, that cost Nikki the match because she got rolled up. Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird because like, she's trying to... Bliss is trying to turn Nikki Cross against Bailey. It's good. It's all right. It's... Go on.
Well, it was either someone on Reddit or our equally
Oh,
mutual
go on.
friend,
Say it,
Brandon
say it.
Stroud,
Yeah, sorry.
thinks that it would be
Take a
good
shot.
if Nikki was the one manipulating everything. Oh.
Ooh.
No?
How's she doing that?
Yeah, how would that go against everything we've seen on TV?
Well,
so
she's
far?
being all weird and like not herself, not her usual like angry self. So maybe she's like playing the waiting game and then
That would be a nice...
yeah, but I don't think it is that.
Then when like Antigua was like, "Who attacked me that one time?" and Kate was like, "Wasn't me." Yes, it was.
Do you remember when
Horrible
Cass
feud.
knocked himself out backstage?
Yes.
Yes, big old Cassidy, but he also beat down Enzo.
So he's not a bad guy. So, all right, you can clear this up for me because you're much smarter than myself. Some of the lines that Bliss has been saying, are they shots at Sasha Banks?
What?
Because she's like, have you heard like there was speculation that Bailey, she didn't
that's
take, she didn't accept her fan. Someone asked for a photo and she went no. I'm like, wait a minute, wasn't it Banks like the person who went, look, can you leave me alone at the airport, please? It's 4 a.m.
Which I think's a fair comment, by the way.
Yeah, but then weren't there? If I remember right, I'm maybe misremembering. Weren't there people to be like, no, how dare you say anything negative about like the pesky pestering fans? And this is just throwing.
I thought it was a reference to Cody Rhodes saying that Bailey wasn't actually that nice.
That's another one. Yeah, remember
I
that
didn't
came out of
know.
nowhere?
Was that? I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it was
He did it
when
at
everyone
the
was
Starcast.
everyone was raving about Kylie Ray, and he was like, "Yeah, we know we want to book someone who's actually nice," or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, well, I didn't mean anything bad by it. People were like, where the hell are we?
But there was another thing last week Alexa said, wasn't there? I can't remember what it was now. But I mentioned that in my video this week. That it sounds more like they're talking about Sasha than Bailey.
Right.
They're not petty at all, though, WWE, are they?
Me and Ross have evidence that Bailey does accept photos from fans because we were those fans. Can we have a photo,
Such
please?
a sad memory. Yeah, Bailey, can I have a picture with you?
Yeah. Who wants it? All right.
We didn't try and hug her. Well, I bet she gets that a lot.
Didn't even touch her once.
Do you want to hear Fever? Bray Wyatt invited you to join him.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But that's such a crazy, unique expression that only we join in the Firefly Funhouse. Wow, I can't wait to see him actually do something.
Well, I'm now
only if he
wondering-
brings the giant hammer with him.
Is each one of the characters meant to be one of us? No, I'm joking. It's obviously not.
Can we speculate that?
I'll
Who are you?
be Huskus the pig.
That's not fair, but I'm glad you took the bullet. Thank you, Ross.
Are we Rambling Rabbit?
Can I be evil, Vince?
Yeah, but he's obviously evil, Vince.
no.
Of course he is.
Can I be
What's left?
the vulture?
The vulture? Yeah, you can be
The
the vulture.
puppet?
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait.
Oh!
No, I'm a puppet. No.
Yeah, so our slogan's now the Cultaholic Podcast, then, now, forever. See how you like it, lads?
No, can I be aimed at Bray Wyatt?
Yeah, if you want.
Cultaholic, join us, then fake an injury to get out of the tag team title ring.
I thought he was going to debut because this seemed to be building up to a crescendo, and I was like, the lights are going to go down. He's going to be in the arena, but I think it'll be next week or Sunday because it seems like that was.
I'm
the last
not going to
one.
debut him at Stomping Grounds.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Could you imagine if Stomping Grounds just turned out to be the best pay-per-view ever?
I'd love it.
Would it be nice?
Yeah.
Anyway, Universal Champion Seth Rollins defeated SmackDown Tag Team Champion Daniel Bryan in basically an afterthought. It was good. Standard brawl. They pretended to swerve it.
I like
then
the way
actually
they did the
it.
swerve because I was pissed off because you knew as soon as the match got announced, it's going to be DQ, isn't it? Then they did it and it was like,
Aha,
no.
surprise.
And then, it's
So,
nice,
yeah.
that was nice.
So yeah, some positive things. Yeah, and like I said, no one cares about Stomping Grounds, but
I think that
this was
the
a decent Raw.
That was the main reason why people seem to be down it because it was building towards a pay-per-view that no one gives a toss about, whether it's just rematches.
But we look like we're actually crawling out of the rubble of post WrestleMania.
Usually it picks up again towards SummerSlam, doesn't it? A bit.
Well, that's a long time ago, isn't it?
It's like 2 months away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is quite a long way away.
Anyway, SmackDown. Dolph Ziggler minced no words to who wrote this? Toward Kofi Kingston ahead of WWE Stomping Grounds. Oh, he did. It should have been me. It should have been me.
I hear all this
Before
stuff.
I dropped the US title and then left for no reason.
And I was a
That's
Raw.
still
I was a
gonna-
Raw superstar when
And-
the SmackDown guy got injured and got replaced by
It should
another
have been
SmackDown
me
guy.
when Drew McIntyre was beating me up in a cage. And then Dolph Ziggler defeated Xavier Woods, and that worked.
I did. It's nitpicky. It's really nitpicky because, like, in
on.
kayfabe terms, Xavier Woods, to me at least, in kayfabe terms, need to make stress that
Go on.
is way worse than Big E and Kofi
Wrestling.
at wrestling. In kayfabe,
Right.
I know he's not. He's an excellent wrestler, like in real life. In real life.
In
you're
real
right.
life.
But in strictly kayfabe terms, with the story we've been told with the New Day that he is the weak
Yeah,
link.
I think you're right there. Yeah.
And Dolph Ziggler was having, he got beat twice, I think, in that match, and now he's going to have the WWE Championship match. And I just thought that was a weird way of.
Get beat twice. What do you mean?
He nearly got beat twice in that match.
Oh, right. Oh, but you
Xavier
know,
nearly had him.
if he came out and just like killed Xavier Woods in 2 minutes, that would have been like.
Well, no, I thought it would have been a bit more decisive than it was because he didn't come out looking strong, did he? Brother, having nearly
I
been
like the
defeated.
super kick in the ropes.
Yeah.
That was
I
good.
would not have accepted Dolph
was a good
Ziggler
match.
getting a monster push over Xavier Woods like he's Earthquake.
I don't think anyone would. I'm just saying it's weird when you've got this guy that not many. I don't know if this is the general consensus, but I don't buy him being in this role.
Oh,
as
no
a-
one does.
As a championship contender. It's just weird that he had this sort of back and forth match with Xavier Woods. He was like the lowest rated on 2K19 of all the New Day.
You know what, Ross? You're making a lot of sense.
Yeah, I don't know if
So
it
let's
was
move on.
too nitpicky or not, but
How dare you? That's for other shows.
it was a good match though.
We're positive here at Cultaholic. Chaos broke out on a moment of bliss. Oh, there's some good lines here.
Well, I can't remember anything.
I forget someone. I think someone said, I'm going to steal their thoughts because they fit my own to make me look smart. This was a segment where people sounded like human beings, so it worked really well. The crowd got ooh at the right moments. When what was a few ones like, oh, not my fault you peaked on NXT. Because people are going to go, because it's true. I can't remember the others. Oh, no. That was the one that I had written down.
Oh, yeah.
But there were going to be people like, Jerry, during the segment. Jerry Springer was a thing a few years ago.
I watched, when we were in Vegas, I had Jerry on, and I didn't realise, this has been a thing forever, that they like cut out 30 seconds and just ring a ring bell and can just beat the crap out of each other. Is that a new thing?
I'm not familiar with the current season of Jerry Springer.
I'm not up with Jerry. I've never been up with Jerry Springer. Up to date with it. In the know. ITK. But the 30 seconds a ring bell rings and just beat the crowd of each other and it rings again. I have to go back to their spots and talk to each other.
Wow.
It's madness. They never land a punch but still, the intent's there and it looks good.
Wow. I'm trying to think of anything about Jerry Springer. There's been wrestlers on there that have been like, I'm here because...
I bet there's people who think that wrestling's stupid but love Jerry Springer as well. I bet.
Michael Potts.
Wrestling's fake. Jerry Springer is real.
I feel bad now.
Game of Thrones and Jerry Springer.
A Dragon Beyond Jerry Springer's like, this is it. Reality TV. Heavy Machinery defeated the B team. Nice to see them in a match.
Go, go, go.
And Heavy Machinery looked great. Actually, mildly looking forward to the match they have on Stomping Grounds.
I hope they win.
Just
they need another tag team, don't they? That look legit.
Yeah, they actually made it look like there was depth to the division on this week's. Chairman threw yet another curveball at the Miz. Blah, 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 blah.
If you look at SmackDown segment by segment, they were all good apart from when Shane McMahon was on the screen.
We can just have that playing across the bottom of the screen. Guess what? Drew McIntyre and Elias defeated the Miz and R-Truth in a tag team elimination match. We're throwing the gimmicks out this week.
It was the same one, wasn't it?
That was two.
No, because then the main event was Seth
yeah.
Rollins and Kofi Kingston defeating Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens 2 out of 3 falls match.
Why was that 2 out of 3 falls?
Don't know.
He just pinned Sami Zayn at the start.
That's right.
They could have just had a normal match, and Sami wouldn't have looked really stupid and weak.
Do you think they're leading towards a pay-per-view special?
Yeah,
2 out of 3 falls. Yeah. Well, was that all right? Here wasn't amazing blowaway, but SmackDown has always been about building up. That's why I like it.
It did feel... The only, I guess, another slight negative was all the replays from Raw.
Yeah.
It still had that little bit of feeling of Raw light, but I thought every segment, when you just look at the segment for what it was good, apart from when Shane was on the TV. That's going to come to an end soon.
Yeah, because he's going to...
Surely they're reading things. Not when does that ever matter? What am I talking about?
I feel like... I just want to know when... I reckon at SummerSlam, that's when Shane will get his big comeuppance, hopefully.
Just gets killed.
And he'll go away for a bit.
Fight into the sun.
Yeah. I just...
It's a joke. It's just a joke. It's a joke that's gone too far, isn't it? It's fine when we would come back every 6 months and think, I could beat Undertaker in Hell in a Cell, and then AJ Styles at WrestleMania and Kevin Owens in Hell in a Cell and lose. But now he's beating people like Roman Reigns.
I think people like him is because he's that drunk guy that goes to the shows and goes, I could do that. Wee, look at me.
A guy got in the ring at the intermission during that show I went to in Las Vegas. Just this guy got in the ring, stood in the turnbuckles, like, yeah! And we were all like, who's... And then like 3 guys got in the ring. So funny. He was
Shane
drunk.
McMahon was at the show.
No. They tried to get him out of the ring and he was too drunk to work out how to get out of the ring. He was like,
Just launched it. And I actually seen NXT UK yet, so any thoughts?
Roderick Strong's getting built up for a match against... He's part of the North American title scene, isn't he? He pinned Dream in a tag team match. I think it was Dream. Or did he pin Riddle? He pinned someone bigger than him, and it was good for Roddy.
Is it too spoilerish to say I read somewhere they're building towards a triple threat for the
Might
North
be a bit
American?
too spoilerish at the minute.
I won't mention who's in it then.
That's all right.
But there's 3 men.
Yeah,
Whoa.
3. Oh, that was the other show. Again, often forget about it. 205 Live.
Oh, yeah, 205 Live, yeah.
There you go.
Well, there's a title match announced for Stomping Grounds.
That's right. Gulak and Tozawa and
Tony Nese, the champion. Yeah.
God, I have to think then.
Tony.
Sam.
So Gulak could win.
I love talking about 205 Live to Sam because he knows it, he watches it, and he like knows what's going on. And I went like, I'll watch like the odd match if it's good for the rest of the week, but I don't really. And he went.
It's not always worth watching, to be honest with you.
But he's really invested. So I'm like, who do you want to? Oh, I heard there's a triple threat match. He was like, Gulak needs to win that. He's amazing. I'm like, yeah, God, it's good to hear, buddy. But
have they gotten back doing the old stuff like the PowerPoint presentations and whatnot?
No, he's moved away. He's darker now.
He's a serious dude, and because he had that match with Tony Nese a while ago when
in the tournament,
where Gulak just turned to Mega Gulak.
He turned from like He went from like 2000 Kurt Angle to like 2003 Kurt Angle. Basically, like you just started chucking him around.
Dropping knees.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. And then that's why I was like, he had the title match against, was it Cedric? SummerSlam last year?
I think so.
Yeah, and I'm like, come on, good luck. Oh.
Yeah.
Because they just keep on swapping out opponents, which is fine, makes for good matches, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I just want Gulak to win.
Yeah.
CZ Dub. Forever.
Catch point.
That's right.
That's their stable. The Evolve.
Oh yeah, the Zandig Post.
Oh.
Anything else?
NXT UK.
Sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
Was a download festival.
Oh, okay.
There was a few things that happened on that show.
Ray.
Kaylee Ray won her Battle Royal to become the next number one contender. Nice. She was heel. I didn't realize Kaylee Ray was heel, but she's heel. What are they called? Waller and them, the ring camp lads.
Imperium.
Yeah,
Imperium.
No, the ring camp lads. Right.
They cut a promo. The next challenger is Travis Banks. He's going to get killed by Walter. But hopefully he'll do that Travis Banks thing. You'll get chopped and you'll go, and then get chopped again and go, and I think that's going to happen. Are you all right?
He'll do what?
So,
Thank you. I just wanted to cut that out.
What was the other thing? Noam Dar's been on fire.
Yeah, so he had a 205 live segment.
So he did a tweet that was like, he just doesn't like being a download. He's like, just bumped into Slipknot backstage and they all cacked their skater boy pants and how hard I am. And then there's a backstage segment where the interviewer comes up and interrupts the heel and goes like, can I just get a word? And he's on the phone, he's in like a parka, he's like raining and stuff. He's like, no, I don't know any of the bands. The music's too loud. And he's like, can I just get a word now? And he's like, all right, bye, Mum. Just like
on 205 Live, he's like, I'd love to be there. But as you can see, I'm in a big cocktail. I'm in Magaluf. Oh, it's a good time here. So, and then Frank Hendrick walks in and is like, hey, have you seen my shirt? He's like, Brian, what are you doing in Magaluf? This is, I just got my personal jet over here, the Magaluf. Like, lovely drink. Oh, yeah. Well, I have to go now because I've got a match in Southern California in 2 minutes. So, thank you, Noam Dar.
Let's have a rummage in our mailbags.
Get the puppet out for the fans.
All right.
Go on.
Get your puppet, get your puppet out for the 3 people I care about on Twitter.
No, more people care
Oh,
about.
there you go. Hey, that appearance of everyone's favourite puppet that annoys presenters on this show that have done nothing wrong to deserve such treatment. It's the mailbag.
Do you not see the puppet was over in Vegas? Everyone loved the puppet. I had to admit, I was like,
He needs a shirt. I'm over in real life.
got a bigger cheer than me at the start of our show.
They did.
Yeah, he did.
How bad's it going to be when they fly out puppet for StarCast 3 and I'm like, hello, I'm left on red.
This is like a La Parka LA Park situation. I'm going to have to lose my name, like become someone else.
Yeah. If he trademarks Puppet Jack.
Well, if
And
you
Jack the Jobber, it's a 2 for 1.
Yeah.
That's the price.
I'll have to be just J.A.K.
El Heyo del Jack.
Yeah.
Anyway. Hey, guys. Hey. Simple question. Who is your favourite Firefly Funhouse? Oh, we just did this. Firefly Funhouse character. I like Huskus the Pig Boy. He's very cool and relatable. Keep up the good work. Ben from Birmingham.
Thank you.
Oh, Ben.
Mine is Huskus the Pig because he's very cool and relatable.
I like...
Oh, by the way, do you see on the board that was on the door on the Firefly Funhouse? I can never say that properly every time I say it.
That's like Renee can't say
certain
that,
numbers were certain letters were like blacked out a bit, outlined, spelled Phoebe.
Phoebe. The name.
Was it not Phoebe? Like in the bottom film.
Maybe.
One boiled egg.
Who?
Phoebe.
Who could that be?
I don't know. One Phoebe, me.
Me too. It's my mate's
2.
sister.
Yeah, my great grandma who's dead.
Oh,
I'm Phoebe from Friends.
Oh, Phoebe Buffet. Smelly cat.
Yeah. Anyway, Phoebe from Friends is not my favourite Firefly Funhouse character. I'm going to go with the bird in a box.
Yeah?
The bird in a cardboard box.
Any reason?
Because I like the voice.
Yeah, he's got a good voice.
Yeah.
Is he the one who sounds like he's speaking through like a distant megaphone?
Yeah, and I was like that. Like, even now, like, there's a bad cartoon on or something, or what from the 80s or 90s. It's like, they'll have that voice distorter. Like, like Soundwave from Transformers. And for some reason, it's
Put the gun down.
Yeah. Like, obviously, I can't do it on the mic, but for some reason, I get a kick out of that just because of how like naff it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, naff puppet for being naff.
Mine's got to be Vince. That episode was class.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was the mouth that got me. He had the way the mouth moved when he talked. He was just like, I was just like, oh god, it was very good.
And put him around the corner as well.
Yeah.
Like designed for memes.
And it would cut back to him, and he'd just be there still like.
And then he's dancing Vince.
Yeah.
But will he bring those when he actually shows up?
There've got to be people dressed up in them, surely.
Oh,
I thought about that.
poor No Way Jose.
To be fair, it can't work in a mirror, can it? Because it's just like it's behind a table, isn't it? The certain ones.
It's like he's using the match, he'll throw Devil Vince. And the referee gets distracted. He's like, oh my God, is that the real Vince? And then, him with a chair.
I'm wondering if it's going
They'll
to
make millions.
Is it all going to be a swerve, like a Brodus Clay style swerve, where like it turns out he is actually a good guy. He just comes, not the funk is on a roll, obviously, but he is actually a babyface. No, he can't be.
No. It's a hard no from me, Jack.
I watched
no.
the Brodus thing recently, and you know when he
Oh, not the recent Brodus
not
Clay
that
news.
recent Brodus Clay news.
Oh.
But I think that's what reminded me to watch his debut again, because you know when he's against Kurt Hawkins, and he suplexes him and gets him and goes, my bad. Or just something like that. Like, should I get him? He's like talking trash in between moves and stuff. But at one point, there's a really crucial moment where he's about to say a taunt or whatever. Someone in the crowd, you just hear from miles away going, "You suck, Broder!" It's really good.
Brodus Clay had this weird gimmick of like just shouting the name of the move he was going to do.
Yeah.
Which I believe John Cena taught him. Hello, gents. I love your channel.
Shinsuke! No!
Shinsuke! Looking right at the camera. Shinsuke!
Tell you, Becky Lynch is bad as well.
She is.
No, she's not.
Come here closer now, Peyton. I can't reach you from there.
And the Irish people, they're on the phones now. We're very sorry. Hello, gents. I love your channel. It's definitely my
I
favorite.
hear you're a botcher now, father.
Yeah, no, not all of Ireland now is mad. All right. Hello, gents. I love your channel. It's definitely my favorite wrestling YouTube channel. There's other better ones.
No,
my question is,
how dare you?
what do you guys think about all of WWE's belts being Velcro now?
Ooh, that's a big question.
In the last month, I've noticed that all the titles no longer have snaps, and instead they have Velcro.
Right.
When Samoa Joe picked up the US title after Rey Mysterio relinquished it and pulled the straps apart, you could actually see and hear the Velcro rip. Personally, I think it makes the titles look like cheap replicas and not something I would want to fight for. What do you guys think? Sincerely, Haywood Oh, I actually thought you said jabroni there. I do apologize. Sincerely, Haywood Jablomi.
I didn't even spot that.
Yeah.
Haywood Jablomi.
From Parts Unknown.
Did you get that?
I actually
You just-
apologize.
Did you get-
Oh, God, I don't want to get your name wrong.
It's really becoming.
Haywood, that looks foreign.
It is.
Jabroni. Oh.
It really is becoming Mo Sizzler.
Yeah.
I didn't even spot that one.
I don't even care about Velcro, mate. Can you just say a stupid name?
Just cuts to him as Bart laughing as he's watching this podcast.
Well, thank you, Haywood. You bastard. So Velcro, what do you guys think?
I'm all on board, me, because I've touched many championships with the press stud things, and they never bloody go in the first time. Even
hard.
ours here, you have to really push hard. So if there's Velcro, quick on, quick off.
Especially for like Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Because they always there was always a bit of a whoa, yeah. I enjoy the heavy. I was surprised at first when we got the first WCBW belt how heavy it was. I was like, oh, this is a real weighty thing, and I like the studs, but I do understand that logistically it is more difficult. OSW pointed out that the only wrestler who's really good at doing it on the first time is Hulk Hogan because he's used to it. He's there we go, got the belt around me because he's done it a million times before.
That's right. I have no opinion whatsoever on Velcro, and hadn't even noticed or cared about it until Mr. Haywood pointed it out. Moving on. Hello, guys. Hello.
Cranges McBasketball.
Ricky Tiki Bobby Woman.
Fighting tigers by Claude Balls. Hello, guys. I recently posted on Reddit that Johnny Gargano was the best wrestler in the world. Not gonna lie, I kind of wanted to have a bit of the debate, and no better place to have it than Reddit. Haha, this guy likes jokes. Anyways, it led to a couple of people saying that Gargano wouldn't even make their top 10.
Wow.
And one person suggesting he wouldn't even be in their WWE top 10.
Shut up.
It says ludicrous, by the way. And I'm more of a DMX guy. So my question is, who is in your top 10 in the world right now, and your top 10 in WWE,
Jesus.
NXT included?
What?
You ask for much, do you?
Let's just name
that's
just
by
name a few.
Mukhtar Gilani.
Who, sorry?
Mukhtar Gilani,
Oh, that's not
which
funny.
isn't
I
a
thought-
pun,
okay.
but you're expected to be, weren't you?
Cheers, man. Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That's from Amanda Hug and Kiss.
Yeah. I just want Amanda hug.
Hello. So, top 10.
Just
in
name
the
some of your
world.
best in the world. So I have to do it on full.
And don't mention Johnny Gargano so you can
No,
annoy him.
Johnny is in my top 10.
Is he?
Globally. Yeah, of course he is. He's
See, Johnny
absolute class.
with Ciampa, absolutely. Without him,
I don't think this is.
can
Yes,
you
he's
name
like- yes,
10 guys?
yes.
We change it like 10
Wait,
guys better
wait.
than Gargano in WWE right now.
I can name guys that Gargano's had good matches with apart from Ciampa. Adam Cole, right? I know
Alright,
you weren't a
there's
huge
one.
fan, right? Almas.
Almas.
Ricochet, his match with Ricochet was
Ricochet.
insane.
I don't think just from a technical
Dream.
standpoint.
No, wait, did he wrestle Dream? Yeah, Dream, he's good against Dream.
Yeah, he did.
Go on.
I'm saying just from a technical standpoint,
I
rather
don't
than
know.
caring about them.
No, I guess
But
you
you have
include
to care.
characters
We're
in
not
that as
robots.
well.
We're not people
You
on
can
Reddit.
include-
No, I don't. I'd say I don't care about Ronaldo, but he's technically one of the two best in the world, isn't he?
I feel like with
Oh, damn it. Ross, why'd you have to put such solid arguments at me?
I feel like you have to include, if you're talking about best wrestler, when I like to look at it, I like to include like a combination of how good they are and how good their character is as well, which means that it's not necessarily their fault if they're like, I don't think Gargano's the best in the world at the minute, but he could be if his booking was still good, but that drags him down slightly for me because his character work's been a bit and I don't even think it's his fault necessarily.
See, when people say best wrestler to me,
Smelly
Right.
cat.
best wrestler, I just mean like when they're in the ring doing
See, I don't-
doing the moves.
Interesting.
See, I'm with. It doesn't really matter for football because you have to like Ronaldo. If you're supporting the team, you just have to like him scoring goals. But with wrestling, yeah, you're right. There's a lot of wrestlers. You're right.
There's a lot of elements I think that are out of their control. Like for example, Omega's like barely wrestling these days because he's in AEW. So he's slipped down in my estimate just because he's not wrestling as much.
Yeah.
And you can't really consider someone best in the world if they're not wrestling that much.
That you should do that though.
What?
My wrestler of the week is Omega. He hasn't wrestled, but he's a nice guy.
But my example for that would be Cesaro. I couldn't give a hoot about his character, but I can appreciate how good he is at wrestling.
Another good debate.
Yeah.
What's happening there?
So we've got two different
Four.
criteria. Should I just name some according to my criteria?
Go
then you
on.
Name some according to your criteria.
That sounds fun.
Okada, Omega. No, well, not so much anymore because he's not wrestling that much. Ospreay, of course. Ibushi when he's not being stupid. Gargano. Adam Cole.
Who said him?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Just say Roderick Strong. Say the same if you squint.
And I want a cool one that's not in a main. Phoenix.
Oh, there you go.
Phoenix. When he's not.
He's not.
kicking lads
Oh,
in the crowd.
he's not no showing.
When did
He no showed AIW after saying, "Yeah, I'm on the plane."
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh dear, Phoenix. Not
Oh
Phoenix.
dear, oh dear.
Pentagon.
I just
There
dropped
we
Jack
go.
on the floor.
Ross.
Aye, Phoenix, all the ones you said there. Samoa Joe, I'm going to throw him in there for the crack.
Yep.
Even though I hear all the time that he's like marked, like you can tell how slow he is compared to what he used to be. Before the step incident,
Oh really?
apparently you can tell if matches before then and after then, you can tell a big difference. And if you can, that is staggering.
I think he's
I
still.
want. Go on.
I think he's still really. It's just because he was a freak back then. Like the speed he could move with for his size was ridiculous.
Yeah, you can only go for so long doing that, and I want him to say why
He did it.
that. And maybe he has, and I'll have to do some investigation. For those that don't know, it was Samoa Joe versus Sting at
Sorry.
some 2008 one. Sting is in the. I don't know where Sting is actually, but
Sting's like in the sort of aisleway of a row of
right.
seats
top
in the
bit.
arena.
Yeah,
so
like-
you got the tiered seats with the stairs going down.
Yeah.
And Samoa Joe is like on a platform. So Sting's down here and Joe's like up here.
Yeah.
And Joe runs and jumps and lands back first, but on the stairs. So we've all been to an arena, haven't we? You've seen the stairs that go down. He lands back first on them.
It is one of the most insane bumps
And
you
it's
could
not a
take for a man
botch.
that size, and
No.
it's just. And I've never seen anyone try anything like that. Not even Game Changer Wrestling. They go, you know what? I'll do a back send, a running back send onto the stairs, and maybe I'll hit Sting if I'm lucky.
It's gross.
Anyway, what are we talking about?
The best
Samoa
wrestlers
Joe.
in the
Wrestlers
world.
Well, because of that, Samoa Joe's got to be in.
So, yeah. Oh, I mean, Ospreay's the one in this year. He's the wrestler of the year so far. Is he not?
So annoying. But yes.
Yeah, and I think the Ronaldo example was good there. Yes, he's very, 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 very good, but don't really care about him. Like, if he has a good match, I'm like, yeah, nice. Next. But I care about Pac. He's obviously my number one
His
choice.
indie run's been a bit trash, like.
No, it hasn't.
Okay, all right.
He's holding it back. He's playing it safe.
And that's fair enough. Like,
He's been a sensible man.
You know what?
Right,
I
thank you,
shouldn't
Ross.
criticize him for that. to
Ross,
be
you're so
fair.
smart. Why are you running for governor or something?
Because I'm stupid.
Oh. But yeah, exactly what, never mind this wrestler of the week, who's then Pac is consistently good when he needs to be. There's no sense going out and breaking your friggin' neck.
To be fair, he
for
did have
Jimmy
that-
kick pads
He did have
in
that-
Wolverhampton for a 10 people because Pac's
Don't
smart.
say that about Trent Seven. You said
Oh,
Wolverhampton.
why would you
said
say that?
You said
Oh,
Wolverhampton.
Jack,
my God.
Jack said that. Jack
I
said
think
that.
Trent Seven's good. Oh, this is ridiculous.
I like Trent. Oh, let me put hands of ours. I like Trent 7. I know what he's on about.
Yeah, it's true.
Fight Club Pro. Fight
And
Club
you said
Pro.
Wolverhampton. I'm a
Did he beat a Fight Club Pro as well?
I've met him.
Oof, you better not meet him again. In a dark alley.
I've seen him chop people. He's got hard chops as well.
Anyway, I think we're off the subject. So, yeah, any of the wrestlers like to name as your best?
Ricochet. Cesaro is the big one. Big Swiss, Big Dick Tony, he's known backstage.
Big Dick Tony.
Apparently that's his real nickname backstage is Big Dick Tony.
That's what Sheamus called.
No,
we're not watching that.
Yeah. We're not watching Big Dick Tony's match again.
I mean,
We
we're
just
all
watched
going
it.
to say the same people, aren't we? Unless you pull some random...
Kento Miyahara. Course, go on.
Yeah. Interweed it's going to be very similar, so I think I'll just skip that because, yeah, we're all like the work rate dudes. I don't think there's anybody I like that you guys don't. Oh, no, I'd put R-Truth. Legitimately, because of how entertaining he is at the minute.
All right.
What have you dropped?
The label that tore off that. I'm just going to leave it for now.
I don't know. It's like,
R-Truth.
yeah, because it's entertaining. And nearly every segment he's in right now. So, and that's all I ask for. Don't have to always be a, hot stepper on the back of your head.
Become the hot stuff.
Burn it up.
I'm the lyrical gangster.
Burn it up.
Big up the crew in it. Okay.
Na 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 na
That's a tune.
na.
Such a tune. Excuse me, Mr. Up.
What was it talking about?
Still
Wrestlers.
yeah.
Better wrestlers, because there's so many now. I mean, the UK alone.
Asuka.
Oh,
Ask her what.
Remember her?
I know she was absolutely fantastic.
She was
back-
really
back
good.
in the day.
I used to really enjoy watching her matches.
I can't remember
Yeah.
that far back. Too much CTE. Wrestlers in the world. Yeah. Oh, like Timothy Thatcher. The next up, there we go. Half the roster. Thatcher, Ilya Dragunov, Volta. Coming to Progress. Amir Jordan.
Pete Dunne was on fire for a while.
Right, we talked so much in the last bit that we actually ran out of memory card space. So here we are. Should we just wrap this up? Put
Name
ball
a
in it?
random best in the world wrestler, Maffew.
Volta. To surprise of no one.
Osprey.
Yuki Zakazaki.
Okay. Yeah.
I like that you're now the Yoshi expert.
Chris Brooks jumping in a pool in DDT.
Exactly.
You see that?
A fine example
See
of
all
Yoshi
that?
wrestling.
See the figure 4 on the slide?
Did. He counted it, then went down the
He
slide.
counted, he turned him.
Exactly.
Yes.
A lot of good wrestling out there.
Did you see Aussie Open and Lucky Kid or someone reacting to it on... One of them is just filming the TV. You can tell a few of them got around to watch their lad in DDT.
All right.
And you just hear, I think it's Mark Davis or someone, but it's an Australian, and one of them. And he's getting dragged down the slide, and he's like looking around like, oh, like the panic. And he's like, look at his stupid whistle. And it's got like a lifeguard whistle.
Yeah, we probably could have bored each other to tears with that discussion that we just had, so we'll move on and just say that Walter's the best wrestler in the world right now.
Reese's Pieces. Don't know why I bloody said it like that. It's because I thought you were going to move on to the big question, and I wanted to make
No,
sure.
we're going to wrap up the mailbag by
Oh,
saying,
aye,
if
sorry.
you have any other questions,
Sorry.
it's not a problem, Jack. We only do this every week. If you have any questions for us or amusing names to make me say, you bastards, then please send them to
Mailbag at cultaholic.com.
And now it's time for Reese's Pieces, the segment that was so good they named a sweet after it. And the suggestion this week is, if I can read the bit of scroll to brighten that I've scrunched this up, is R-Truth or Crash Holly.
Oh.
And that was sent in, but they haven't left their name, so let's call them IP freely.
Yes.
Oh, look what it made me say.
Icy Wiener. That's from Futurama,
crud.
that one?
That
Yeah.
is. And
Did you say, oh, crud?
That's
Oh,
what you said.
crud.
Yeah. I think Futurama now.
Philip Fry. Sorry, I'm just the bit where they've got to say their names when they're breakdancing. Yancey Fry. I love Philip J. Fry. He's like my hero.
I can
my
tell.
spirit animal. I love him so much.
Yeah.
I want to be called Yancey.
Awesome. Please be quiet for a second. So, R-Truth. R-Truth right now, carrying the 24/7 division on his back, doing the Benny Hill run, chased by people with varying degrees of enthusiasm when EC3 is there. He's doing a very good job of this. But Crash Holly. Oof.
Let's name the things Crash Holly did, because as I'm sat here right now, all I can remember is the bloody soft play area slide.
Well, first of all, Crash Holly, he would come to the ring with weights.
Yeah.
Weights, it's big scale. And
Allegedly.
claim, yeah, that because Hardcore Holly would say, I'm a super heavyweight. So then his little cousin Crash shows up and goes, I'm also a super heavyweight. And he goes, why wouldn't he be? Because he's got the scales were there. He's got to be. He's telling the truth because he's got thick bones. And then the Hardcore title was going around, and it was like 99, 2000. Yeah, it was all right. It was like not Goldust, Road Dogg and guys like Test and stuff. And Crash was like, you know what? I'm so good. I'm going to defend this title 24/7. So Crash Holly gave us soft play area with the headbangers, I think. And
The Hurricane Rana.
Yeah. He's doing his washing, his laundry. Then the Mean Street Posse come in.
I can't remember that one.
I can't remember.
It's hard. I could.
No, you know what? Yeah. When I think he said, look, I just need some sleep. Like, can I just rest here? He goes, oh, sure. Like backstage.
Is that Gerald?
That was Briscoe.
The Briscoe.
Yeah,
pinned him, man.
Briscoe pinned Holly when he was asleep. And then I think,
Right.
then Patterson pinned Briscoe
Okay.
later on. Yeah. I'm sure that happened. Maybe just made it up. The idea was Crash Holly didn't do lots of his career. Oh, won the tag team titles with Hardcore against The Rock and Sock. Jesus, that doesn't get enough attention. But he will be forever remembered for doing the 24/7 Hardcore title.
There was it wasn't when it was 24/7, and it was a botch as well, but it was an entertaining one with the jar at WrestleMania.
Right.
But I think he got hit with it, or did he hit? No, he hit.
No, he was in the Taz mission.
On Hardcore, he hit.
Hardcore
Taz.
hit Taz with the big sweet jar. That was just there. Probably a joke on Jim Ross being fat.
I think it was it Finkel? It was like, the winner, Hardcore, Holly.
Well, no,
it's just like, what?
Yeah, Crash was supposed to retain, but then like the referee stopped counting because, but he got the time completely wrong. One, two, and he goes, "Oh, you just did it." I couldn't count with that. But then they just reversed the decision on the next day on Raw because it's wrestling.
Yeah.
But yeah, apart from it'll be remembered for messing up.
Was it Candy Joe?
Good way to remember.
Or was that when JR saved King from Taz as
Was
well?
that at SummerSlam? With
That's
the
a
Candy
SummerSlam.
That gets me emotional, that moment. Because JR and King,
Really?
JR and King always bickered.
Yeah.
And then JR starts to panic when he's choking him out. He's like, you see him like, he's choking out the King. It's just like, what do I do? And then just smashes him. And Lawler comes and sits right down. He's like, don't know what happened there, but I won. And he's like, yeah, we'll never know. And I'm like, it's good. Sorry, Crash Holly
That's
anyway.
nice,
So,
that.
yeah.
See, that was good when they did the commentator feud in 03, and they had Jim Ross like getting the hot tag against Al Snow. It's like, here comes Jim Ross. That was silly. But what do you guys think?
I liked Crash Holly, but he never got, apart from the hardcore stuff, he never really got much chance to. I think he could have been a funnier and more interesting character than he was because he didn't get much of a chance to. But then it was the Attitude Era; everyone was a megastar. So
I'm going to pick Crash Holly because I just remembered when Crash Holly was part of V1 with Shannon Moore.
Was
he? Was a what's the term?
was he an MFer?
That's it. He was an MFer. For whatever reason. Oh, I know the reason because Taz and Crash had a bit of backstage history. Taz would say weird things about him, and for some reason, because Taz went through a great period, was on commentary, and he went one time, and I remember this forever. Oh, Crash Holly, he's got like 7 dogs and 5 cats and 3 parrots. His house is basically a zoo. It stinks.
That's it. Just no
It's all commentary for no reason. What do you think, Ross?
I'm going to edge with Crash. Fond memories. Can't remember them now. Wish I'd done more research, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
But,
the definition of a memory is...
Yeah, the soft play area made a big impression on me at least. But you can't underestimate how our truths switched from being horrible, cringe, don't want to watch your humour to being genuinely funny.
Yeah.
But still, Crash is better, isn't he?
I'm going for our truth. Oh, because he's done more in his career. Former NWA World Heavyweight Champion and victim of racist NASCAR feud in early TNA.
That was cool.
When he lost, he kept losing to the NASCAR drivers. Oh my God. But then he won the belt, so it's all right.
Because the NASCAR driver was actually trained by the same guy that trained Big Jim Ross. Have you ever Reese's Piece? Oh, sorry.
When I was a kid, for some reason, I really enjoyed the team of him and Road Dogg. K-Quick, Get Rowdy. No, that was good. Awesome Truth was intriguing for a while, and then it went kind of nowhere. He's done quite a lot. And he's been around for ages, and he can still move like he can despite being like 40 odd. It's fair play to him. And he's hilarious. And he's blocked me on Twitter.
Has he?
Yeah, but I'm not the only one. Apparently, he just blocks lots of people on Twitter. I guess it's
Hasn't
one of
blocked
those.
me.
Shawn Michaels has blocked me, and I can't work out why as well. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, I think if someone tags you in something like, doesn't so-and-so suck at the job,
and they do
they'll
that.
just block everyone
Yeah.
who's involved. So,
Yeah.
But I've not actually done anything bad to Archery.
But something who doesn't suck is the people sending in their Reese's Pieces, which you can do at
Mailbag at cultaholic.com.
It's Cultaholics.
And this week's big question is: will Stomping Grounds exceed expectations?
Yes.
Ooh.
Because they
And
are
what's that,
none.
Ross? Exactly, Ross. That's the end of the podcast. So, Jack, why don't you do a little run through of the card?
I've
and
got
we'll
it
say-
ready.
Oh, good.
In my hand. Right, we've got... This is just the order that Wikipedia's got it in, so it's a bit strange, but... Bayley versus Alexa Bliss for the SmackDown Women's Championship. That'll be
a good wrestling match.
It'll be better than their previous feud was.
That's
Wow.
actually got heat.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns versus Drew,
Next. No, come on, puppet.
which could be...
That will be better than the WrestleMania match.
Do you think?
Because their WrestleMania match came just after something big, didn't it?
I just feel like Shane
Anything else?
It was
is
like
going to...
the post-ejaculatory come-down period.
I think it was after Shane and Miz.
There you go.
Or something like...
After
No, it
George.
was after Batista and... No.
It was finding your clothes that were on the floor after the heavy session that was Shane versus Miz. Been there? Yeah, all right, sure.
Roman versus Drew, I think, will be... Well, Shane's going to get involved, so you can never tell what's
Oh,
going to happen.
no. Calm down.
Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans for the Raw Women's Championship.
That would be the best match of Lacey Evans' career.
I don't think she's ready. No,
I got it. That was good.
I think she had matches in the Mae Young Classic that were better than this match that hasn't happened yet. Sorry, I'm just like, I think her matches in the Mae Young were better. Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin. We don't know who's going to be the
God.
special guest referee yet. Who's it going to be?
It can only really be Brock. He'll be special guest. He'll, I don't know, do a thing, and then he'll cash in.
Kurt Hawkins, because he proved that one night when he was a referee that he's the best referee ever.
Was he? He was catching all the revivals.
He
Little
missed.
tricks.
He got everything. Sorry, eyes in the back of his head.
I think it'll be.
George.
Imagine if it was George. I'll go for.
John Moxley.
No, it's a work. I'll go for Russo. Kofi Kingston. No, I don't think it'll be Russo. I think it'll be. I think it'll be Brock as well. Kofi versus Dolph for the WWE Championship in a steel cage.
I just don't care.
Okay,
Yeah, this is surely going to be
it's in
filler.
a steel cage.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Samoa Joe, Senior Joe versus Ricochet at Sacrifice for the United States Championship. If it's given enough time, could be a really, really good match.
Match of the day.
Match of the day.
Night.
Ricochet
And Samoa Joe should change his
travels
theme.
to Hybrids. That would be class if that was Ricochet's theme.
There should be if Joe wins, remix the match of the day trumpets to his theme.
Big E and Xavier versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, which could be, again, a really good match if it's given the time, but I think it'll be nonsensical.
New Day will win that, won't they?
I think Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn might win.
I think, yeah.
They need to. They've been buried so much. But but they probably won't. Tony Nese versus Akira Tozawa and Drew Gulak for the Cruiserweight. I want Gulak to win, but I think that'll be really good. But again, everyone will forget about it in time for the next 205 Live.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And finally, the last announced match, although card is always subject to change, Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus Heavy Machinery. Could be decent.
I think Heavy Machinery's got to win that one.
Really?
Just for the sake of tag team wrestling, WWE,
Yeah.
build another team.
Yeah, and have the Daniel Bryan and Rowan doing anything else because they're so versatile.
I want to see which band T-shirt Rowan wears. A gallery went up on WWE.com recently of all the band T-shirts he's worn.
Oh.
There's some that I've just never heard of. There's like Russian, like rune-based, like Nordic. I'm sure they'll sound the bloody same. Not to sound like Noam Dar or anything.
Do you think it'd be like, probably turn proper diddler who comes out with like a Nickelback shirt or...
What's wrong with Nickel? No, I'm joking.
Nickelback have a few good songs.
This
They
is
do.
how you remind me.
I'm trying to join in with the hate online. You are right.
Somebody? No, the one with Spider-Man.
Hero.
Hero. That's a
When
good
they
song.
say that a hero can save
Although
us.
technically that's not it. That's not Nickelback.
It's
is it?
Chad
It's just
Kroger.
Chad with the big ears.
Chad featuring... What?
I don't know.
Chad featuring... Is it Saliva?
Don't know.
Oh.
I was like,
I expected you would know.
I was like 7 years old.
Dude, if that song comes on in Rise, I'm so high.
I like
Photograph's a great song.
Photograph. Look at this
Are you
photograph.
being serious?
I like this.
I can't tell who's being
I think
serious
it's
or
the
not.
worst song ever made.
There's a
me.
parody video online where these two lads do it, and they go like, "This is where I went to school," and then this is where his mate went to school. He's like, "But Chad went to the poor school." It's just like, what was that?
What the hell was... Chad Kroger's...
Have you not seen the thing on Twitter where it's just someone's edited this and goes, "Look at this graph."
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll say this, though, positive Nickelback stuff. The Raw theme.
Rockstar. I'm through with standing.
Oh,
in
no.
line. That's a good song.
God,
that.
no.
That was a good song.
Oh,
That
What
and
was wrong with
Photograph
that?
are awful.
They're
Yeah.
my two favourite ones. Legit.
Oh.
Was the one you like? Oh.
Yeah.
No, the Raw one. We're coming out tonight.
Hey.
That one makes me go.
Is that Nickelback?
Yeah.
Oh.
I hope it is.
Um,
Well, stop studying when
what were we?
Why are we talking about Nickelback?
Um,
Because I brought them up. Right, I'm stupid. Sorry.
I like Rockstar. Is a good song. It wasn't serious, was it? I'm through with standing in line.
No, please, Jack, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll agree with everything you say, just don't sing that song.
Okay. It's me. I'm making that note at the table.
It's a tab.
See.
Anyway. Yeah, so I think we'll defy expectations because what was the previous one? Fastlane. No expectations for that.
Was that the really bad one?
Fastlane was February, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Fastlane came and on paper was like, no, not really.
Oh,
on paper,
right.
Oh, but then it was good.
Yeah,
Oh.
because it was like, why is this show existing? We've already had a February pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. And it came out and it was like, it was actually a lot of good stuff on the show.
I think there's always a card, not counting the Saudi Arabia shows because God Super ShowDown was bad. I reckon there's always a card that gets panned, like from WWE once a year. I think last year it was Backlash. I think
Yes.
this year it's going to be this one. I think it's not going to exceed expectations. I disagree.
You negative Nancy.
But how are we going to find out? We'll just have
By
to
watching
wait until
Creed?
bloody
Oh, right,
Sunday. No. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that was good. A lot
Yeah.
of fun.
I think we did pretty well considering you guys are suffering from the hay fever.
I'm nowhere near as bad as Ross.
You have hay fever-like symptoms and therefore must be bait and switched.
Ross. I don't feel like I should complain too much because Ross does have it worse.
I just spend like 8 hours a night now, just like on the brink of sneezing. That's it for 8 hours.
Is that what it feels
Then
like?
I have to come to work.
Oh.
I go home early yesterday. I fell asleep watching SmackDown in my chair. I was that bloody tired. So I was like, Adam, I'm gonna have to go home. He was like, no worries.
Ah.
So that was it.
Well, okay. Sorry, I'm reading my journal. Anyway, we've done on too much. Thank you very much for joining us here in the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast. This has been Ross with hay fever.
Yes, like Coke with lime.
Exactly. This has been Jack
With Jobber.
with Jobber and also hay fever. This has been Maffew with Gimmick. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you next week. And as always, remember to, until we trademark it, join us.
Because you imagine if they trademarked it.
Oh, no. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below. You can follow Cultaholic on Twitter @Cultaholic, and you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. If you enjoy what we do, you can pledge to our Patreon at patreon.com/Cultaholic. Hit subscribe, and don't forget, join us